in a small town in Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania, which rests on the shores of Lake Erie. As a child, her mother would invest in her love of art by getting instructional art books written by Robert Frost and other artists. Yvonne's mother also enrolled her in art classes in nearby Erie. Yvonne has won numerous awards in Pinellas County. At the Art Springs exhibit in South Pasadena, she won first place in fine art in 2023 and second place in 2019. Additionally, she has placed first at the Gulf Coast Arts Alliance, Incorporated, in October of 2025, shown in St. Pete. Yvonne's currently has 4 pieces of art on display in the Miniature Art Society of Florida annual exhibit at Leeper-Retner Museum in Tarpon Springs. That show runs through from January 17th to February 15th of 2026. After painting as a lifelong student, a need she still never outgrows, Yvonne retired from being a dental assistant after 30 years in the field. She now looks forward to expanding her horizons where they are beautiful all the time in the state of Florida. Her art can be found on the internet at yvonnelong.art. So I want to thank you for this one. I think that when the citizens come into our buildings as well as staff looking at that, it will kind of give them a relaxing feeling to be by a lake. So thank our river. Thank you very much for that piece. Thank you. Yes. There we go. And this one is Beyond Limits, which I like just the name of it itself because that tells you that you can always strive for more. Jane Swank began painting in 1988 in Ithaca, New York. After she retired in 2010, she traveled the U.S. and met various artists. Jane visited many art museums in her travels. She learned watercolor and acrylic techniques and quartzites in Arizona, and she joined the Quartzites Art Guild and became the president of the Quartzites Art Guild. As she traveled through Colorado, she met an artist who taught her the technique of alcohol ink painting. She is a member of the James Museum, was on the board member of the CAG, the Creative Arts Guild of Dunedin, a committee member of the Pinellas Park Art Society. Jane has won several awards in New York, Arizona, and Florida with her various artworks. And in 2020 and 2022, she won first prize for alcohol, ink, and watercolor painting at the Florida State Fair and Mayor's Choice Awards with her watercolor painting called Poppy Love. And in 2025, she won Mayor's Choice Award for her alcohol, ink, mixed media, Beyond the Horizon, which is this one. We picked this one as the number 1. She now teaches art, ink, and watercolor classes privately. And do you have a website or anything like that they know? They have to just call you. So we want to congratulate you on this piece, and I love the mixed media and the use of more than one.
I sliced of amethyst from the Arizona desert.
It's very beautiful. So thank you very much. And I hope that staff will enjoy these. They usually, after it's all said and done, they start arguing about who's going to hang it where. So, which means that I've done a good job. But thank you to the Art Society for bringing art to our community for
61 years.
I was going to say it was over 50 years. So 61 years, and we hope that you guys will share some pieces with us from time to time and bring them in at least to a council meeting so that we can show them at the beginning of the meeting to let us know how you guys are doing with all of your beautiful art. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We don't have anything quasi-judicial, right? I didn't think so.
Yeah, about that. Always on. No, no. We're live.
All righty. Moving on. At this time, we invite citizens who would like to come up and speak on anything that is not on the agenda this evening. We have anything from, no? Okay, just checking. Well, no, he goes like this and tells other people to do it. Moving on to section 2, Councilmember Butler, approval of minutes.
Thank you, Mayor. Make a motion, we approve regular council minutes of January 8th, 2026 as on file in the city clerk's office.
I have a motion and a second. Please cast your ballots on the Granicus.
Motion carried unanimously.
Moving on to section 3, our public hearings, item P1, ordinance number 2026-02.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Pinellas Park, Pinellas County, Florida, amending section 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 11 of ordinance number 2025-28, an appropriation and annual budget ordinance of the City of Pinellas Park covering the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025, and ending September 30, 2026, providing for repeal of all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, providing for severability, providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Item P1, ordinance number 2026-02's public hearing, second and final reading. I am opening the public hearing and turning it over to Dan Cassianis for anything that he'd like to add.
Well, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
This is one of our famous quarterly amendments. Typically, the first amendment that we do for the fiscal year entails bringing forward many of the CIP projects that were budgeted in last year's budget and bringing them forward into this year's budget because they haven't been completed yet. So, having said that, in addition, we've revised our estimate for the city's contribution to the general employees pension plan. It increased by $428,000. And we've appropriated funds for 2 new manager positions, one for the teen center and the other for the agricultural farm. In total with benefits are $216,595 on an annual basis. We've also included compensation for the firm managing the Sprawls Horizon Sports Park, estimated at $225,000. And finally, carrying forward the funds that I originally spoke about from last year's budget for CIP projects into this year's budget of $32,714,938. So basically, the total city budget overall will increase by $34,318,760 for a revised total city budget of $290,241,919. And we have, like 8 sheets of detail here If anybody has any questions, I'll be glad to go through it, but other than that, thank you.
Thank you. Does City Council have any questions of Dan on this item? See none? Any, no, okay. Anybody in the audience that has any questions on this item? See none, I will entertain a motion by Councilwoman Reed.
I make a motion that we pass ordinance number 2026-02, public hearing, second and final reading.
Second motion.
Motion has been made and second. Please cast your ballots on our Granicus.
Motion carried unanimously.
Thank you. Moving on to Section 4, Consent Agenda Item C1.
Ordinance number 202603, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Pinellas Park, Pinellas County, Florida, amending Chapter 9 Traffic, Section 9-113 of the Code of Ordinances to revise regulations governing the use of golf carts on public roadways under the city's jurisdiction and to prohibit operation on county or state roads in a manner consistent with Chapter 316 Florida statutes, providing for the inclusion of such amended ordinance in the Code of the City of Pinellas Park, Florida, providing for severability, providing for an effective date. C2, Resolution Number 2026-02, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Pinellas Park, Pinellas County, Florida, waiving certain permit fees as outlined in Exhibit A, attached hereto and made a part hereof, for a three work week period beginning Monday, March 2nd, 2026 through Friday, March 20th, 2026, providing that the permits issued without charge shall remain valid in accordance with the Section 18-05 of the Land Development Code, providing that permit fee waivers shall only be granted for single-family dwellings issued to homeowners as contractors, providing for an effective date. C3, Resolution Number 2026-03, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Pinellas Park, Pinellas County, Florida, supporting drainage, utility, and pedestrian safety projects, authorizing the city manager to sign and submit attestation forms and backup documents to the Florida House of Representatives for fiscal year 2026-2027 House appropriations funding, designating the city manager or his designee as the official liaison agent, confirming the amount of grant funds requested, confirming the city's commitment for a cash match, and providing for an effective date. C4, Resolution Number 2026-04, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Pinellas Park, Pinellas County, Florida, supporting dredging of autumn run ponds, authorizing the city manager to sign and submit attestation forms and backup documents to the Florida House of Representatives for fiscal year 2026-2027 House appropriations funding, designating the city manager or his designee as the official liaison agent, confirming the amount of grant funds requested, confirming the city's commitment for a cash match, and providing for an effective date. C5, Resolution Number 2026-05, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Pinellas Park, Pinellas County, Florida, supporting rehabilitation of Master Lift Station 30, authorizing the city manager to sign and submit attestation forms and backup documents to the Florida House of Representatives for fiscal year 2026-2027 House appropriations funding, designating the city manager or his designee as the official liaison agent, confirming the amount of grant funds requested, confirming the city's commitment for a cash match, and providing for an effective date. C6, authorization for the mayor to sign a plat on behalf of the City of Pinellas Park for the property generally located at 5851 Park Boulevard, parcels 28-30-16, 71064-000-0030, and 28-30-16-71064-016-0040. C7, authorization for the mayor to sign a First Amendment to a facilities management agreement with Sports Facilities Management, LLC. C8, authorization for the city manager to sign a continuation of standard grant agreement between the City of Pinellas Park and the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. C9, authorization for the city manager to sign a lease agreement between the City of Pinellas Park and Derek Twardowski. C10, authorization for the city manager to sign a piggyback agreement with the Midwest Alarm Company, Inc., DBA BCI Integrated Solutions. C11, authorization for the city manager to sign an agreement with Vertisoft for budgeting software. C12, authorization to purchase under Sourcewell Contract 020223-JCB. C13, appointment to the Library Board for Elizabeth Facey. C14, appointment to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board for Michelle Buck. C15, appointment to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board for Jenna Rutherford.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Reed.
Thank you, Mary Bradbury. Regarding the consent agenda, I would like to make a motion to pass, approve, or adopt whichever action is appropriate, items C1 through C15, inclusive with item C1 being first reading prior to public hearing, and items C2 through C5 being first and final readings. The next public hearing will be held in council chambers on Tuesday, February the 10th, 2026 at 6 p.m.
Second motion.
Motion has been made and second. Does City Council have any questions on these items? Is there anybody in the audience that has any questions on these items? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Excuse me.
Motion carry unanimously.
Thank you. Excuse me. We do not have any regular agenda items, which is section 5. Moving on to section 6. Comments from City Council for general purposes. And we will start over here with Councilmember Mr. Ricky Butler.
Thank you, Mayor. Just great ceremony today, celebrating the men and women of the Pinellas Park Police Department, really recognizing their work over the course of the year. They really don't get enough recognition for the great work they do in our community, and it was an honor to be a part of it today. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir.
It was a really good ceremony. You know, part of it, you think too, is it's really difficult to that you recognize them for some of the things they had to do that was like in horrible situations. But those are people stepped up, did what they had to do, showed their, you know, what they got, their integrity, their heart, and their dedication to saving people. So, you know, it's a bittersweet kind of thing, but, you know, man, our people are just amazing, and all of our staff are amazing. I just can't say, you know, thank you enough, and glad to be a part of it. So I think that's all I got.
And you were in their shoes at one point in time.
Yeah, and it was great seeing a bunch of people that I hadn't seen in a long time. It was cool.
Councilmember Seville.
Yes, Chief, I'd like to apologize. I wasn't able to go to your ceremony today, but I do really appreciate the hard work your men and women do, and all of them deserve to be recognized. That's it. Thank you.
All righty. Dan, do you have anything down there? Okay. Bart?
I mean, great ceremony, busy week. In the news, you saw the hazmat issue we had a couple days ago. I think it was a couple days ago. And it's a second one in a couple months, which is not a good pattern. We're hoping to get out of that. But a couple of our firefighters had to go to the hospital, and they're okay. Everything worked out well. But great team, and we ended up having people from community development show up, as well as Chris Torello showed up. We have a good team put together here, and PIO stuff going on. And just worry about the safety of everybody. The ceremony today was unbelievable. I also want to point out we've got Aaron's probably quieter than Dan Hubbard over here, but Aaron has been receiving quite a few emails. I've been getting a lot of compliments about Aaron lately. We received one from a pretty big property owner in the city recently bragging about Aaron. So I want to thank you personally. Good stuff. That's it.
Clerks?
No.
No.
Thank you.
Do you have anything, Aaron?
Sure. We're getting close to completion of Sprouse Horizon Sports Park complex. So we're real excited for that. They have announced an official 2-day event grand opening, February 28th with the ribbon cutting. That's a Saturday, and then March 1st for a second day event on Sunday. And Mayor and Council, all of you should have received your official invitation. So we're real excited for that great new thing in the city and see where it leads. We'd like to see all of you there. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I can share a little something. Good evening, everybody. There are a couple things going on in the next couple of weeks. The annual Pinellas Taco Fest is this weekend at England Brothers Park. This weekend is the weekend, yes. Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. The Hub, which is the Pinellas Park Teen Center grand opening, is going to be February 3rd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Hope you'll come out and join us and see the new building. New to us building. And the pancake breakfast at the Senior Center is going to be on February 11th at 8 a.m. Hope you'll come out.
Thank you. Doctor, did we just get, how long have we had our doctorate?
A year. Yeah, it's official now.
So, Mr. Dan? Nope. Chiefs? Nope. It was, I will agree with everybody, it was a wonderful ceremony today to see all of the wonderful things that our police officers do on a daily basis, and to hear just a little snippet of some of the life-saving things that they did for citizens in our community this past year. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. All the hard work. And we want to tell everybody at home that we hope that you have a blessed couple of weeks till we have our next meeting. It is adjourned. Thank you. Miss Jane, how are you?